Welcome to Marvel Champions Podcast, a podcast about Marvel Champions, the card game. I'm your host, Scott, and with me as always, my co-host, Ryan.
That's right, and we're coming at you a little late on a new revealed character.
Yeah, the spring brings out a lot of birds flying.
That's right.
I guess back north for the spring and summer. I've been a little busy, Ryan, but a little birdie flew into a reveal. Well, I've been struggling to schedule stuff.
Yeah. It's been pretty cool in my backyard. I've lately have been showing my kids, I guess there's this falcon that has taken residence in our neighborhood, and that keeps popping up every so often on a fence, not scavenging, but like hunting for something to eat.
Does it eat baby rabbits?
It's possible. We used to have a family of rabbits. I haven't seen them in a while.
Used to.
So that would be sad.
My cat likes to sit at the back door and watch for birds, and my wife finally saw bird mode be activated. If you know, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, what's on the docket tonight?
Well, if you haven't guessed it already, the Falcon, not teaser, but preview article came out with some cards. And so I think it's time to look at them, discuss them, see what we like, what we don't like. And is Falcon the hero that we deserve?
That's right, Ryan. Let's take a look. Sam Wilson's just, fist bumping right into the game here. I think I'll take the alter ego.
All right.
Sam Wilson is a shield traded alter ego, 3 recovery. He has an action, birds of a feather action, discard 1 card from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for a bird card and add it to your hand, limit once per round, hand size 6, hit points 10. Pretty standard. Looks like he's going to have some bird traded cards. I think we'll see a few of those. Sounds like he can hopefully recur those fairly easy at a minimal cost of 1 card, but hey, if it's a good bird card, you can go keep grabbing it over and over again.
Yeah, I'm expecting, and at least this article kind of proves it to a degree, but you're probably going to be using this particular ability for his ally, mostly. Because I don't see a lot of bird cards in the card pool right now.
I don't think there's any, and I hope there's a pigeon.
Oh, carrier pigeon, that would be sweet.
Right. All right, tell us about Falcon.
All right, Falcon. He is a 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense, a solid 2/2/2. Aerial Avenger, so another aerial character, which is nice. During the player phase, play with the top card of the encounter deck face up. That's big news, Scott. That's real big news right there.
You like that, do you?
Yeah, I really like that. That's going to create some unique interactions and just a little like bird's eye view of what's going on with your opponent. He does have another ability as well. Eagle-eyed response. After you play an aerial card, discard the top card of the encounter deck. So you can start milling the encounter deck. Card you don't like, boom.
Like, boom. You looking for this?
Play an aerial, get rid of it. Card you do like, it's a response. You don't have to do it. Hand size 5, you already said hit points 10. So overall, stat-wise, standard, I guess. But ability, really unique. I like it.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't make him have a jetpack to gain aerial. I like that he just has aerial.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Falcon. I mean, so he's always flying. That's
right.
His thing. So he should be aerial.
Can't do a Falcon punch and a Falcon kick without being Falcon, flying aerial Falcon.
Now, if he doesn't have a card that says Falcon Punch or Falcon Kick, I will say that is a missed opportunity for Fantasy Flight. Come on, guys.
I heard the game's dead, so.
The game is dead.
All right, Ryan, let's take a look at... we're going to get more into the whole player or encounter card face up, so let's just skip over to... normally we don't get their signature ally in the article, Ryan, but in this one we do.
That's right.
Bird card. And Red Wing, not like a little robot, flying robot. It's an actual bird, Ryan.
Nice.
Red Ring is an Avenger too, so that's cool. Aerial Avenger Bird, 1/1, 2 cost, 2 health, hero action, exhaust Red Wing, return him to your hand. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. Choose to either deal X damage to an enemy or remove X threat from a scheme. X is the value of the icons for boost abilities or boost icons in discarded cards boost area. Whew, that's a mouthful.
There's a lot of text on this one.
Yeah, but you can play an aerial card. If it's a bad one, discard it, get Red Wing out there, and then exhaust him and pull him back. Then deal the damage, which is probably going to be better than his 1/1 stat line. Could be.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this ally that I want to say. So should I just go ahead and just go for it?
Dump it, Ryan.
All right. So number one, I like the recurring ally. One of my favorite allies is Hellcat with She-Hulk, and I love the deck I have where she recurs. I feel like Red Wing, you can do a similar thing with that. You can kind of keep Red Wing in play and just recur, and just do this and that. So I really like that. Number two, I really like the idea of attaching upgrades to Red Wing, like the Sky Cycle to Red Wing.
Okay, you could. It's an Avenger.
It's an Avenger ally. So the concept of Red Wing with a Sky Cycle at Chef's Kiss right there.
You can also put the Nintendo Power Glove on.
Yes.
The Power Gloves. That would be funny.
You can do that.
Ultron Red Wing.
You can go ahead and put on the suit that gives him +2 health. Some really good stuff. I'm just gonna say.
I like it.
But yeah, I think this is an awesome ally, and I think it's gonna play really unique. I think you could I don't know if you can, but it sounds like you can sort of kind of play to the strengths of that ally, almost do like an ally focus deck that some heroes can do. But maybe not.
Sidekick.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Now the question is,
I'm a little worried you're kind of going to break the intent of Red Wing probably if you go that route.
Yeah, his text won't really do much for you if you kind of soup him up.
Yeah, but hey, might as well have fun doing it.
Is it possible? I was going to say, is it possible there's a second ally, but it looks like the next card is labeled as 2 in event.
Why don't you tell us about that card, Ryan?
I'll go and tell you. So
I'll let you take the next 2 because I know you love thwarting too. So
all right, I'll take the next 2. So these are going to be. They always like to show off at least one of the attack events if there are multiple for a hero, and they always like to show the thwart event for that hero. So here's the attack event: Bird of Prey. It's a 2-cost event, aerial attack, hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. You may discard the top card of the encounter deck to deal 1 additional damage to that enemy for each icon in the discarded card's boost area. So 2 costs for likely at least 1. So that's going to be 5 for 2. That's pretty average, but 5 for 6, that's good. 5 for 7? Or sorry, 2 for 7? That's real good. So I don't mind it. I think the art is kind of interesting too. I'm not sure what that enemy is, but
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a Cthulhu thing, but he's doing a straight up Falcon punch on that. So
I wanted to go look at his hero card, and his Eagle Eye lets you discard it, but it has to be after the card's played.
Yes. So you would have to, I'm guessing, activate, say, Bird of Prey. You have to discard first to get that boost, and then the response.
Right.
You can then see what that next one is, and if you want to get rid of it, you can do that.
Get rid of it in case you can play another event or something that does a similar mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. Which could be what maybe you thwart. Also, the next card, 2-cost event, Bird's Eye View. The aerial thwart card. Hero action thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard the top card of the encounter deck to remove 1 additional threat from that scheme for each icon in the discarded card's boost area. So it's the same thing as the Bird of Prey, just thwart version.
Which can be good. I like the flexibility that it has. And it's a May, right? I mean, if you don't need to, don't.
Correct, yep. If you like the card that's on top, maybe you're getting ready for the villain phase, you want to keep a 0 out, I don't know. You might not want to do it.
I mean, it's true, too. I mean, if you want to set that up to be your boost card or encounter card if they're stunned or confused or something. The other thing I was going to say is I like the 2 costs. Cheaper.
It's definitely very common, I think, in these last couple waves of a lot of 2-cost thwart. And I think I made this comment that it's kind of very much like 2-cost thwart that does 3 plus something else involving the character, and he fits right in that mold.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's like a weird, like, it's nice because it makes sense and it fits, but it's also like I like seeing some different things. Like I liked seeing Nick Fury, he had a different one, but hey, you get what you get, and this one works.
Yep. Right, Ryan. Take a look at the next card. It's a preparation. So I think I'm going to take this one.
Oh, please do.
Aerial evacuation. It's a 1-cost upgrade. Aerial preparation. Hero interrupt when another friendly character would be dealt in any amount of damage. Discard aerial evacuation. Prevent all of that damage and change to alter ego form. That character is a hero. They also change to alter ego form.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Prevent it and flip down.
Yeah, it's like the text is really weird to me because you can't use this for yourself because it's another, so it either has to be an ally
Oh yeah, when another,
or another player.
Yeah.
But I do like what it does. Preventing damage, a way to flip to alter ego so you don't have to waste your flip on something.
Well, and it gives him another chance to go get a bird.
I want my bird.
Well, okay, nothing's impossible. Are we talking about, is this a bird back in Russia?
Yeah. I like it. I think it will be a good...
Different.
Yeah, a different card. What would you call this? Like a tactic card? Like your tactics?
The preparation. You just leave it out there and use it when you need to.
Well,
I like
know
that.
But I'm talking about like the type of card and what it does for like the game. Like it's a tactical card.
I know what you mean. Like, no, I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Okay. Well, someone out there listening, you know what I mean. Aerial Recon. 1-cost upgrade. It's an aerial tactic, hero action, exhaust, aerial recon, and deal a player 1 face down encounter card. Place 1 recon counter here. Well, that's interesting. When a player would be dealt an encounter card, remove 1 recon counter from here instead. This one is really interesting. It's very much of like, let's have a little bad now so we can hopefully prevent more bad later.
Well, and the other thing is you know what that card's going to be.
Yes.
Which is nice. It's like, yeah, just give me that minion. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, prevent it later.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a Thor. Hey, there's a minion that's on top of the deck. I'm going to go ahead and give you this minion so that you can draw some cards or whatever.
Right.
And maybe we can prevent a Shadow of the Past or something.
Right. Yeah. And it's an interrupt, so you can activate this in alter ego. Wanted to.
Yeah.
You have to do the top part, obviously, in hero, but the bottom part, kind of cool. It's different. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like the different look of that.
All right. This one I think was interesting when I first looked at the article. It is Draw Their Fire, a 1-cost per player upgrade.
Ooh, is that a first?
First time we've seen it on a player card. It's an aerial preparation. Hero response. After the villain phase begins, discard Draw Their Fire. Falcon does not exhaust to defend until the end of the phase.
Yowzers.
So he's a 2/2/2. Hopefully he gets something that will increase his defense maybe by 1. That would help.
That would be nice.
But then he can just defend for everybody. He like turns into like a better Nightcrawler for 1 turn.
Yeah, for that 1 turn.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting card.
Yeah.
I like the idea of not exhausting to defend. Even if you're stuck at that 2 cost, say you weren't playing protection or he doesn't have an upgrade that boosts that stat, it still could be valuable in a way.
Yeah, it's more valuable in lower player counts, in my opinion. Unless it's like this one villain phase for our 4-player game, I'm going to block for everybody.
You're going to play Ronan.
That's my whole hand.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's what you need, right? Who knows?
It's true.
All right, Ryan, let's talk about your favorite card.
It's my favorite card. All right. The last card, 2-cost upgrade, Talon Line item. So your shopping spree can pick that up. Just imagine like Jubilee shopping sprees picking up your Talon Line at over a Crombie and Fitch or whatever.
That's right. Look what I found in the mall.
All right, it's a hero response. After you resolve Falcon's Eagle Eye ability, discard Talon Line. For each icon in the discarded card's boost area, choose one. You can either or ready a character you control or stun an enemy. I have mixed feelings on this card, to be honest.
My first thing looking at it is that's cool and all because you're gonna know how many icons that you're gonna hopefully see, but how do I get it back? Easy. Needs to be a bird.
It needs to be a bird, that's right. If it was a bird. Yeah, I think it can be very... If you're able to get off 2 of these things, then I feel like it can be worth it. But anything less, I don't know if it's worth spending 2 to get it down to just discard it to get one of those things. But maybe it's just the right time. That's what you need. So
Could stun a steady villain with it if you had 2 icons.
that's true.
Or you could ready up a whole
can
bunch
be
of
pretty
people.
powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having to discard it. I definitely see that if you just exhausted it to do one of them, it kind of becomes a little overpowered. It'll just kind of stun at will.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it's like no other, or it's like any other stun card. Once it's played, it goes in the discard, and you've got to cycle it back through.
Yeah. It's a tough one. I kind of see it only being played once a game, maybe twice, depending on how the card lines up. But it's definitely going to be nice. I think it's designed to be like you play it at that right moment. You're kind of sitting to just maximize as much as you can, obviously. So
Right. It's an upgrade.
yeah. I do
All
like
right.
the art, though. I think the art is good on this one.
Yeah, so far I've been impressed with the art. All right, we'll talk more about Falcon when we wrap up, but let's talk about some of his aspect cards he comes with. He wouldn't be the leader of the Avengers without leadership. Do you have any leadership cards he comes with you want to talk about, Ryan?
You know what? I'm going to let you have probably the card that I think everyone's talking about.
Oh, you're going to give that one to me, okay.
I'll give that one to you. I will take the other bird card. I shouldn't have taken it because I realize I'm not going to say the name right.
Good.
Is it Huggin and Munnin?
Yeah, did a good job, buddy.
Is that?
Yeah, Huggin and Munnin.
And Munnin. All right. It is a 2-cost ally. I do like that. 1 thwart, 1 attack, both single consequential, 2 health. It is an aerial, Asgard, and a bird. So that actually might be the first. No, that might be the second leadership Asgard. Is the other Thor guy, the horse guy? I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
The other horse guy? Beta Ray Bill? Is that
Beta Ray Bill. Isn't he Asgard?
Probably.
Okay. Either way. Response. After Huggin and Munnin enter play, search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Ready 1 character you control for each icon in that minion's boost area. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I
You
like
should
what it
hopefully
does.
get a decent variety of minions.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think this is good for several different heroes. So I really like what
Yep. All right. There's at least one other bird card.
I want my bird.
I think you're talking about the card that has gotten a little bit of chatter, Strength and
yes.
Diversity. It is an event, a 2-cost per player alliance card. Hero
Nice.
action for each different trait or unfriendly characters in play. Choose. Remove 1 threat from a scheme or deal 1 damage to an enemy.
I think that's really good.
Especially with larger player counts, and if you do somebody's an Avenger, somebody's Shield, somebody's Web Warrior, X-Men, Children of the Atom.
I mean, even if you got one of his bird cards out, each bird has 3 different traits on it. Aerial
Yes.
Asgard bird, and the other one is Aerial Avenger bird. Man, that could be really strong.
Yeah, that one has a potential to be pretty good because it's spread, right? Do a little bit here, a little bit there. If I need to do a big one, I do a bunch of big stuff.
Yeah.
Ping off of tough.
And it can go around retaliate.
Yeah, because they're not an attack. They're not a thwart.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Really good.
It's really good. I think, man, these last couple of alliance cards are changing the game a little bit.
Right.
Let's see. Mount 3 other leadership cards. There's a new upgrade, Wingman. It's a 0-cost upgrade attached to an aerial ally, max 1 per ally. Interrupt when another aerial ally would take any amount of consequential damage. Exhaust attach ally, prevent 1 of that damage. I think this one has the potential of being good.
Yep.
So we'll see, but you have to have 2 allies out to make it work. So, but it can give any ally, as far as I can tell, aerial, which could be really good for some allies or for some heroes.
What do you mean? It doesn't give them
What?
ally or aerial.
Sorry, it doesn't give them aerial. It has to be
You
an
have to
aerial.
be aerial.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
Misspoke
Ryan,
/ confused for a moment.
you could be my wingman anytime.
Thank you, Iceman.
You can be my wingman anytime.
All right, let's go with Arrow. It's a 3-cost ally. 1/1, 3 health. Aerial Agent of Atlas. That's some foreshadowing coming. Who knows? Does have an ability, Hero Interrupt, Exhaust Arrow. Choose a player until the end of the phase. Each aerial character that player controls gets +1 attack. It's pretty good.
It's basically the attack version of Cloud9, which comes with him,
Yes.
a Falcon.
It stinks because they're all going to be exhausted, so they don't do anything, but you can soup up Falcon and Redwing.
Dang straight. And you don't have to, it doesn't take any damage or anything when you
As I'm
do
saying,
your
they just
ability.
Exhaust. You can just
You just
get them
exhaust
out
it.
and keep exhausting them.
Get a bunch of command teams. Ready,
Yeah.
everybody?
Ready them all. Who knows?
Well, the last card that they showed for leadership is a 2-cost support, Flight Squadron. I like the art on this one. Play only if your identity has the aerial trait. Max 1 team card per player. If each of your allies has the aerial trait, increase your ally limit by 1, and this card gains response. After you play an aerial card, exhaust this card. Ready an ally you control. Well, there's your ready question, man.
Yep, ready stuff, and increase your ally limit.
Yeah, I think I don't think that's bad for 2 costs. I don't think that's bad.
Nope, I agree. Pretty good.
I wonder how Angel would do with that.
Probably pretty good.
I don't know. We'll see. Cool. All right. There's only one thing, well, there's 2 things, but the last set of cards to talk about.
Talking about the encounter set he'll come with.
That's right. Forge.
Forge.
Kind of looks like it.
He does. Let me fix that for you, Ryan. Fixer is
You
a
like
Thunderbolt. I don't think we talked too much about him, but he will be interchangeable, or you can include him in any encounter or scenario, but he will be most useful in the Thunderbolt scenario. Add some variety to that, which is really cool. I really liked her doing that. That was one of my my more enjoyable scenarios as we went through the campaign, Ryan.
Oh, shh. Don't
cut that.
Don't do it, man. Cut it out.
All right. Well, you kind of already alluded to what I was going to ask you. Will Falcon become the new aerial hero, or will Angel maintain that honor?
If I had to guess, I would say Angel's probably going to still be top aerial. I was going to say top aerial dog, but probably more appropriate like aerial bird. I don't know.
I want my bird.
2 birds of a feather.
2
Okay,
birds.
right.
I think Angel's still going to be better overall as that aerial character, but I think Falcon has a good chance to revolutionize the aerial world. I think there's some good things about it. I really like the ability, that sense of control, seeing that the top of the encounter deck is really cool to me, and I think that'd be fun as like a justice player that's kind of designed to control the scenario. You can use that to help you control the scenario even more, and it could be really great with Scarlet Witch, so that would be fun.
Thanks for ruining my transition there, Ryan.
And that's the point of our podcast, is ruining your transitions.
So I was going to say, last time we saw somebody hero-wise messing with the encounter deck, it was Scarlet Witch. I was very hesitant at first on milling the encounter deck, but that mechanic really grew on me. So I am looking forward to Falcon.
Yeah. There's some questions. Obviously we're missing some cards. It's got me thinking about decks to do and how to try to maximize what he does. So, but I like the direction that they have with him, and I'm glad we finally have Falcon after we didn't get him during the Avenger wave.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that same question. Do you think the community will be finally impressed and happy to have Falcon?
I hope
Pretty
so.
much answered it.
I mean, there's always going to be someone that's like, I hate Falcon. But
Falcon.
I think overall, I think people are going to like what he can do.
Yeah. He looks cool. He likes birds.
That's true. You're
If
big
you-
into bird watching.
That's right. If you are in bird watching, we want to hear about it.
There you go. There you go.
Tell us your thoughts about Falcon. Are you excited? Are you going to skip it? Are you going to pre-order it and then it'd be delayed for weeks? Let us know at marvelchampionspod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you want to go from a chump to a champ, listen to the Marvel Champions podcast. Thanks.
Fly away.